Alright, tunjitalks, this is an interesting one. So, of course, in the article which comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter, it states Mandalorian and Grogu won't lose money, it may not rescue Star Wars either. So, this whole situation is interesting because initially, the Mandalorian and Grogu, this was developed as season 4 of The Mandalorian, and Jon Favreau came out and said, so I wrote season 4, then I parked it, left it to one side, and I started from scratch. I created this movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu. I've watched it. It feels like a TV show. The film feels like a TV show, and this is my opinion, I feel that in regards to this movie, Lucasfilm should have copied what Marvel are doing with their sort of special presentations. To date, there's been Werewolf by Night, the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, and we recently had the Punisher One Last Kill, all sort of like special presentations that instead of coming to a cinema, they were released on Disney Plus. And I predict if Disney and Lucasfilm are going to do more films sort of like this Mandalorian, they should just release it under like a special banner under Lucasfilm, call it like Lucasfilm Specials, and put that on Disney Plus. In my opinion, yes, I don't know. I don't think this movie should have come out to the cinemas. It should have been a Disney Plus special. If you don't watch this movie, you're not missing anything. Okay, Grogu unlocked a greater ability in the way he uses his powers. That's about it. That's the most exciting part. So when we see Grogu, I don't know, maybe we'll see him in Ashoka season 2 possibly. That will be a little bit more exciting, but change is coming to Lucasfilm and Star Wars because Catherine Kennedy, she's gone. Dave Filoni is taking over. He's co-CEO or something or the other to do with Lucasfilm, and of course Jon Favreau is still going to be around. So those two have done like a lot of great work with The Mandalorian and Boba Fett and Ashoka. Wonderful work they've been doing there. That's been sort of like the workhorse of Star Wars. I think we can all agree that episode 7, 8 and 9 didn't really work out for Disney, and the reason being is before they started rolling the camera on episode 7, they did not have a through line for the ultimate conclusion, because JJ Abrams started off, then Rian Johnson came in. A lot of people hate episode 8, but I actually like it. I like it a lot, and I'm gutted that we haven't seen a new Rian Johnson Star Wars, because he was meant to make a Star Wars movie. So I'm absolutely gutted that we haven't seen that yet. I hope he gets a chance to do that. But so I believe the next Star Wars movie we are going to get is Star Wars Starfighter with Ryan Gosling is in the lead, and of course it was directed by Sean Levy, who recently directed Deadpool and Wolverine. That was a huge success. It made over $1 billion, so I'm sure that's one of the reasons Disney picked Sean Levy, because he did a phenomenal job with Deadpool and Wolverine. So in case you're not aware, Star Wars Starfighter is set 5 years after the rise of Skywalker. So we'll see how that all plays out. I think all Star Wars fans, we are crossing our fingers and we are hoping this will be similar to Rogue One or similar to Andor, both of which are incredible. And if you have not watched Rogue One, and if you have not watched Andor and you're a Star Wars fan, do yourself an absolute favor and go and check out Rogue One, the movie, and Andor, series on Disney Plus. There's 2 seasons of Andor. Phenomenal stuff. This is another thing. The Mandalorian and Grogu, it's very family centric, and there's like a sequence in the film. No, in the middle of the film, there's like a dip. There's a bit of a lull. Nothing terribly exciting happens, and after the movie, I came out and I spoke to some friends. I was like, that middle part there, that was probably just put there to sell toys, because that middle bit was not the greatest. But John Favreau has people to answer to, and Disney have shareholders, and shareholders, they want the stock to go up. So John Favreau has to answer to them and his bosses. Anyway, the big takeaway is The Mandalorian and Grogu. If you haven't watched it, you're not missing out on anything. We're all holding our breath, hoping that Star Wars Starfighter is the thing that will take Star Wars into the future, because right now Star Wars is on shaky legs. The shows on Disney Plus are great, but it's the movies that will propel Star Wars forwards. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.